everyone, and Happy New Year. I am so excited to be talking about January's social emotional learning theme, which is kindness and inclusion. So last month we talked all about the importance of diversity and celebrating our differences. So to expand on that, this month we are focusing on why kindness matters and how diversity and inclusion go hand in hand. Inclusion is being a part of what everyone else is, being welcomed and embraced as a member who belongs despite any differences. It basically means to feel included. So this means we aren't leaving anyone out and we aren't divided. So just like in November when we are practicing gratitude, practicing kindness also impacts our brains and our bodies in really positive ways. Science tells us that being kind boosts chemicals in our bodies called serotonin and dopamine, which make us feel calmer and happier. So choosing to do acts of kindness can even make our immune system stronger, reduce anxiety and stress, and give us more energy. But if that isn't enough to convince you, then let's talk a little bit more about why being kind to each other is so important. Think about the difference between how you feel when someone is kind to you versus when someone is being unkind. Being kind doesn't only improve our own quality of life, but also that of our community and our school. When you're kind to someone else, it can bring them joy and inspire them to be kind to someone else and set off a chain reaction until everyone is on board and we're all treating each other with kindness. Kindness is contagious because everyone involved, even someone who's just watching it, experiences the same positive effects of kindness in their brain, which motivates them to pay it forward. So here are some ways that we can practice kindness, not just this month, but every day. And remember, we need to be treating everyone with kindness, not just those that are kind to us, because we never know who needs it the most. These are just a few examples of how you can practice kindness. Maybe try to do everything off this list and then make your own list and ideas. Notice how you feel after you're kind to someone and notice how they react to you being kind to them. And to all the parents and family members out there watching this, here are 4 tips on how to raise a kind and inclusive child. Children follow what we do more than what we say, so it's important that our actions are sending them the right message. This can be as simple as getting to know your neighbors as you're walking the dog or getting the mail. Make an effort to talk to others at school activities or community events, especially those who might be new or feeling left out. It's not realistic to ask children to be best friends with everyone all the time, but elementary age children in particular can learn to be friendly and compassionate in group settings like at school. So teach your child to be aware of other children who might be feeling new or left out. So teach them the fine art of small talk and asking questions to draw other children into the conversation. For example, challenge your child to include another child who's sitting alone at lunch or playing alone at recess. I understand conversations about differences can be hard because we don't always feel like the experts, but they're necessary. A few of my favorite quotes from Christopher J. Meltzer are, "The question is not whether differences exist, it's what messages we're sending by teaching children to be blind to differences." And unless we as parents are willing to help explain to children what seems strange or different to them, we won't be successful in teaching them to understand and appreciate differences. Children's literature is a great way to explore differences in culture, race, ability, especially when the books depict authentic characters involved in relatable situations. Make sure to check out our Bitmoji office, which has libraries full of books for you to read with your students, all about kindness and inclusion. So, I challenge each of you to do at least one act of kindness every day, because kindness costs nothing, but it means everything.